In the final chapters of human history, one figure is prophesied to emerge from the chaos as the ultimate test of faith, the Dajjal. 3 global religions share a prophecy for this exact moment, but describe very different figures. Christianity warns of the Antichrist, Islam fears the ultimate deceiver, and Judaism anticipates a promised Messiah. These descriptions are in total conflict, yet they all point toward the same geopolitical endgame. This global division results from ancient prophecies that have remained for thousands of years. To understand how these traditions collided, we have to look at where they began. We have to trace one very specific ancient family tree. The narrative reveals that the greatest deception in human history is tied directly to the most revered prophetic bloodline on earth. The trail starts with Prophet Noah. Long before the flood, he warned his community of a coming deception, though his warnings were met with mockery. The lineage takes a more defined shape generations later with Abraham. From him, the genealogy splits into 2 distinct paths through his sons, Ishmael and Isaac. The line of Ishmael leads to the modern Muslim Ummah and the final prophet of Islam, Muhammad. The line of Isaac leads to his son Jacob, who was given the title Israel. From him, the lineage expanded into 12 distinct tribes, forming the foundation of the Israelite bloodline. This ancient title remains central to the identity of the people. When the modern state was established in 1948, leaders chose to name the nation Israel to maintain that historical connection. Centuries earlier, these 12 tribes followed Prophet Joseph into Egypt. They initially held significant administrative power, but following Joseph's death, that influence dissolved into 400 years of enslavement under the pharaohs. Prophet Moses eventually liberated the tribes and delivered the Torah. During this journey, he issued a direct warning to the Israelites regarding the arrival of a false Messiah. From Noah to Moses, the major messengers of this lineage identified a singular threat that would eventually emerge from among their own descendants. During the reigns of Kings David and Solomon, the Israelites established a massive kingdom in Palestine, governing from Jerusalem. Islamic tradition records that the Dajjal entity appeared during Solomon's rule in the form of a jinn known as Jasad. This entity managed to seize the ring Solomon used to govern the unseen world. For 40 days, Jasad occupied the throne and ruled the kingdom, while the true king lived in exile as a laborer. Generations later, in the city of Medina, a youth named Ibn Sayyad became the subject of intense scrutiny. Many believed his strange behavior marked him as the Dajjal. Prophet Muhammad ultimately concluded that Ibn Sayyad was not the entity in question, confirming that the true Dajjal is physically barred from entering the holy cities of Mecca and Medina. A direct account comes from Tamim al-Dari, a companion of the Prophet. During a sea voyage, a storm forced his ship to an unknown island. In a temple on that island, Tamim discovered a man of massive proportions, bound in heavy iron chains. This captive questioned the sailors and identified himself as the Dajjal, waiting for his release. These documented encounters describe a literal, physical entity held in a state of suspension until a specific moment in the future. Prophecy suggests the Dajjal will be born to Jewish parents from the line of Judah and David. His arrival follows 30 years of childlessness for his parents, marking him as a specific, long-awaited descendant. He is expected to emerge from the east, claiming to be the Messiah. He will perform miracles traditionally associated with Jesus, healing the blind and raising the dead, to validate his claims to the world. His strategy involves consolidating power across Europe and America, eventually rebuilding the ancient Israelite kingdom within Palestine. This period of global dominance is expected to result in extreme oppression for the Muslim world, creating a crisis that triggers a final intervention. Salvation is prophesied to descend at this mosque in Damascus. The true prophet Jesus will return at the site of the white minaret to confront the deceiver. Upon this meeting, the Dajjal's power will fail. The records state he will begin to physically dissolve the moment he encounters the true Messiah. The pursuit will conclude at the Gate of Lod. In a striking modern parallel, this ancient prophesied site is currently the location of Israel's primary international airport. The death of this figure marks the end of the ancient theological divide. The final deception will be removed, and the conflicting prophecies of 3 faiths will finally be resolved.